Disclaimer, this video will not have no dopamine, simulation, crazy effects, da-da-da. This video will just be a conversation between me and you. And the first question that I want to say to you is, would your younger self be proud of the person you are today? Just think about that kid. Think about that young, dumb kid with big bulging eyes. That kid that used to play on the playground for hours and didn't have a phone, so the only way that they would socialize was through actual, people. The one that was full of energy, the one that said that they were gonna do X, Y, Z, the one that, the one that had a crush on the Disney Channel girls. That kid. Think about that kid. And now think about who you are today. If that kid walked in on you right now, just straight up, just walked in on you, would he smile, be happy? If that same kid seeing you walking down the street with your phone, with your face drowning in your phone, looking down, seeing you distracted by girls on Instagram, seeing you making excuses, feeling sad for yourself, would he be happy? I don't want this video to make you feel bad about yourself at all. Because my purpose on this channel isn't to make no one feel bad about themselves. God has sent me to help, not to hurt. Most of the time in life, we don't need new lessons. Most of the time in life, we don't need to be taught things. But more importantly, we need to be reminded of things. And that is exactly what this video will be. A reminder to make sure with whatever you do in life to access and make the younger version of yourself happy and proud. But let's backtrack. Like, you may have lost touch with your younger self, right? Your younger self may have dreams that you have killed. But how? For me? Because things happen for a reason. So how? Because as you grow up, your dream cuts in thousands of pieces. This process starts when you're, I think, 6th, 7th grade. Young, but you're starting to kind of become a little bit conscious of your life. You are developing skills, mannerisms, just learning about the world, society, making friends. And, the older, and, as you grow up from, 6th grade to high school, the question is, what do you want to be? What are your plans? And as you grow up, you kind of lose sense of that younger self. And then you start to kind of like feed into the matrix that society and schools have taught you. Jobs, college, the workforce. Think about high school. Think about middle school. Those are the only type of pathways they kind of set off for kids. College, workforce, military, trade, many more that I can't think of. But they don't really But the older you get, the more you lose touch with your younger self consciousness, and life hits you. Now you have bills. Now you have debt to pay off. Now you start to compare yourself. Now you have social media now. Now you're seeing people richer than you. Now you're seeing prettier girls than you. Now you're seeing, guys that have these amazing success stories. And that makes you feel late. All this does, it makes you feel scared for looking stupid. Because chasing your dream in this world looks stupid. Not to make this about me, but when I told my mom that I wanted to drop out of college to pursue content creation full time, she looked at me like I was the most dumbest guy in the world. Right? When I told her that, when I sat her down and I told her that, I don't think living is worth living if I'm not doing something that I'm passionate about, she looked at me as I am some 10-year-old. And that's how you probably think about the world and how they would look at you. So you had to adapt. And that is the reason why I say that this video isn't to make you feel bad, but it's a reminder. The world, society, they love the person that you are today. They love workers. They love people that they love people that can just provide to the economies without no control over themselves. Think about it. Like, you work a 9 to 5, 5 days a week. Does your boss care how you feel? Does your boss care if you are going through something personal in your life? Or the only time he really cares about you is when you are producing a good amount of value to the company? And you might ask, okay, Romeo, like, yeah, these jobs are slavery. Yeah, these jobs might suck, but I need the money. But I have rent. But I have bills. But I have, all these responsibilities. And that right there is exactly how they get us. Because we live in a world to where if you aren't, living by the rules, you die by the rules. This video is not about what society does to us, but because that's a whole nother topic that I can rant for in an hour about, but you don't have time for that. This video isn't about me trying to motivate you to bring back your childhood dreams, but this video is about just life in general. You have lost touch with your genuine self. Your younger self, your younger self, as much as you may not think it is, that is the most genuine person that you will ever be. That kid that you once were was so authentic to people, but more importantly, yourself. And as that kid got older, the authenticity got diminished with people, with the matrix, the system, with distractions, with companies and businesses that try to take you away from your actual purpose in life, and they use you, they sell you these things: sex, money, power, love. And here you are, man. You proud of yourself? You proud that your existence relies on this thing right here? Your image, your personality, your lingo is based on this? Deep down, I know you're not, man. Your younger self will never ever be gone. You may feel like you aren't in touch with that person, but that person is still there. All you need to do is access it. How you access it, I don't know. And I cannot tell you how to access it. You know yourself better than anybody does. You know how you feel when this happens. You know your emotions. You know yourself. So only you can figure out that question. So if you can take one thing from this video, is stop betraying your younger self. When you do things, think about, what would my younger self do that you want to just talk to, right? What would your younger self do? We don't remember this, but your younger self never was scared, never had social anxiety. Your younger self never seen a girl and got nervous to fucking talk to her. Your younger self seen girls as humans just like them. Your younger self seen dreams, and all that he could think about was how he would make that dream come true. Schools, they would ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you would say all these things, but now you are grown up. Now you are, the age where you can take control of your life, and you are just not. You have betrayed your younger self for so long, and now it all stops. Moving forward, You may not want the same things as that younger self may wanted. But with whatever you do, just prove to that kid that you still care. One day, you will look back. You will say two things to yourself. A, I killed my own dream. Or B, I fought for my dream. And even if that dream doesn't come true, or it does come true, all that matters is that you fought for it. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you so much for your time. Peace.